Room, and happening now, a difficult decision either way it went. Two congressmen on opposite sides of the bailout explain why they voted the way they did, what to do now. Confronting criticism from within, Republicans weigh in on how Sarah Palin is doing in the campaign. And downsizing the American dream, what the current economic climate is doing to our lives and our love of luxury. Wolf Blitzer is off today. I'm John Roberts. You're in the Situation Room. A weekend of protracted negotiations led to a confident assumption that Congress would pass a modified rescue plan. That assumption was shattered, and we are looking at why lawmakers voted the way they did. Frederica Whitfield spoke with two representatives on opposing sides of the issue. She joins us now. Fred, what did they have to say?
All right, well, just when people thought that Congress had agreed upon a modified version of the president's proposal to bail out the economy, an about-face, or was it? I caught up with two lawmakers who explain in detail why one voted for it, the other against it. Two congressmen, different parties, different votes on the $700 billion bailout proposal, but their reasons for doing so, the same.
What it was supposed to do was solve the credit problem, saving it from a real disaster.
Congressman Jim Marshall, a Democrat from Georgia, who stayed in Washington today while most of his colleagues left town for the Jewish holiday, approved the bailout plan with his grandchildren in mind.
My view is we're playing Russian roulette with the financial future of the country and the financial future of my kids, the people I represent, and that's just something I wasn't willing to do.
The next generation is what motivated Republican Congressman of New Jersey, Scott Garrett.
The bill, as was presented, would saddle the next generation potentially with huge debt, and there's inflationary factors that would have to be considered in the future as well. But even in the here and now, before you even get to those things, the real question is, would this do the trick?
He's among the two-thirds of Republicans who voted against the president's pitch at the risk of disappointing much of his New York Financial District constituency.
No, you don't need to just pass something. You need to pass something that actually accomplishes a goal.
In an editorial written on CNN.com, Congressman Marshall explained he's a well-known cheapskate whose family doesn't use credit much, but says America's addiction to credit is deep and that getting clean will not be so easy.
Everyone relies on credit in one way, shape, or form, and that's why I've always said if you don't fix the problem on Wall Street, you'll still have problems on Main Street.
And other points of dissension, things that both of those congressmen said that they were trying to consider the global economy and who actually would manage this money. Meantime, both Congressman Marshall and Garrett tell me that their phone lines and emails were flooded with constituents' concerns about the proposal, and both tell me the majority voters said that they wanted no votes. Marshall says he still voted yes, confident that the bill would actually help keep the economy afloat. John.
No question members of Congress have been hearing about it very loud and very large in the home districts. Frederica Whitfield, thanks so much. For some members of Congress, the political